Vier.
Vier.
Four.
Four.
Vier.
Four.
Hello fellow waiters, it's Wednesday the 16th of February and I am going to go out and venture into town with my brand new Nikon D7000, so let's go and have a look. My fellow waiters, we're at Canterbury Castle because I think this is the best place I can demonstrate with it, that it's a beautiful yet historic kind of building. Plus I've done a number of photo shoots, so it works perfectly well for me. Thing is, I've been thinking about a couple of days now about the aspects of aspiring and inspiring. This is mainly caught on because I've been checking out your pens, like I do. So I'm thinking about these in particular and how nerdfighters in general are aspiring to commute together, that they want to do collab channels much like we are, and also the fact that we're always inspired by the likes of Hank, John. The funny thing I find is that another word for aspire is hanker. So yes, Hank means hope. But with, say, things like when I did my positive pranking the other day, I was inspired by Amy Krauss Rosenthal, but I aspired for positive side effect. And that positive side effect did come into play, that it was well taken. In the end, when it comes to achieving goals, much like the fellow Nerdfighteria, that we aspire for many things, but is it the aspect of being inspired by the likes of John and Hank that get us going? Or is it because that motivation comes from that aspiration? I definitely think if it hadn't been for Nerdfighteria and the likes of Waiting Room 4 and everything like this, a lot of the things that I aspire to would have lost a lot of inspiration, because I was going through a rough time before I came to finding Nerdfighteria. It's much like when it comes to my photography, I aspired for this camera, but also being inspired by the photographers that have been and gone, and to better myself, something that I aspire to. Again, they always keep relating to each other, and sometimes they cross over, which is always the fun bit of aspiring and inspiring. Yanni, now in answer to your question that somehow disappeared from the video, I do love musicals, I absolutely love them. I've even started a couple when I was at school. And to answer your question of which one is my favourite, I'd have to put it down as either Repo the Genetic Opera or Annie. Oh, the case of a baby statue trying to block its eyes from the sun. That is one wise statue. Don't blink. It's actually pretty awesome because the tower is actually got the monument encased in glass at the bottom there. So back to the point, a lot of things that we inspire to take inspiration, but who inspires the aspirers? I mean, we get a lot of people say, oh, you're creative, you're inspiring, but a lot of people don't think about that they were once inspired by someone else before them. And it's much like an evolutionary chain, that you start from one, you go on to the next, much like how you procreate and create new life, you create new aspirations and new goals by taking something that's already been there and rewriting it to your own code. They always come from different people, and that we get inspired to do things because of what the people we aspire to do in the first place. And that's what makes Nerdfighteria and your pants amazing. It's definitely the best part about the community that we belong in, because the fact that we are always aspiring to do better about ourselves, but also inspiring others to do so, and will continue to go on and on. James, my question for you is, has your aspirations and inspirations been affected by Nerdfighteria, and if so, how? James, I'll be waiting for you in Waiting Room 4.